Our final round is a quick-fire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, if you can all make your way over there to the performance area. I call out ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. OK, here we go. Things a new pope shouldn't say in his first public speech.
YMCA.
Very good.
I've dreamed of this moment ever since I was a little girl.
What a f***ing view. I'd like to thank my wife.
I only wish that Hitler could have been alive to see this moment.
I'm a celibate. Get me out of here.
Very good. Okay. OK, next topic. Oh, you're more the Pope. Sorry, OK, Grant. OK, still on the Pope.
I can't think of a finer way to spend the last 6 months of my life.
Look at the tits on that nun.
OK, next topic. The second topic is books heading straight for the remaindered bin.
Paul Gascoigne's Sudoku.
Beckham's thesaurus.
The Ron Atkinson diet.
My Struggle by Paris Hilton.
John Leslie's pop-up autobiography.
Michael Jackson's Touch and Feel book.
Iraq's weapons of mass destruction, a dossier.
Next topic is slogans the Tory party should have used in the election.
Vote for us and we'll hand Thatcher over.
Are you sinking like we're sinking?
It's L'Oreal, and I'm worth it.
There's a Muslim paedophile living under your child's bed. Vote Conservative.
OK, new topic in break. If politicians endorsed products.
After you.
It's L'Oreal, and I'm worth it.
Kids will just love Kablunkit.
Hello, I'm Peter Mandelson, and when I needed a mortgage, I phoned Loans Direct.
Were you injured in an accident that wasn't your fault?
Very good, very good, very good. Unsettling things to hear in the White House.
As your doctor, Mr. Bush, I can assure you you are fit and healthy.
Does your cigar taste a bit funny?
So let me get this straight. We're handing over the management of the Star Wars missile protection program to Railtrack.
Oh, that? That's a map of Iran.
Who's the president here, me or you? It's me. Shit!
No, Saddam. I love you too.
Come on, Tony, keys in the bowl.
Welcome, President Schwarzenegger.
Very good. OK, our next topic is discarded titles for the next Harry Potter book.
Harry Potter is thrown in jail for wearing a hood.
Harry Potter and the Wet Dream.
Captain Corelli's mandolin.
Harry Potter and the Mudblood Prince in a Nazi uniform.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Commerce.
Harry Potter does Dallas. Red hot muggle on muggle action.
Harry Potter and the child actor's inevitable mental breakdown.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Abu Ghraib.
Harry Potter and the two other kids who can't act.
Okay, let's go to the next topic. Things you shouldn't say to the Queen on being given your honour.
How did you kill Diana?
I eat corgis.
Where's that racist twat? Is he around anywhere?
Oh, that reminds me, I must post that letter.
Could you sign this for me? I'll make much more on eBay.
Ma'am, you have no idea how much pussy this is going to get me.
Bad ways to start a party political broadcast.
Hello.
My fellow paedophiles.
Hang on, I'll be with you in a minute.
Good morning.
As you know, the football is on the other channel.
Well, I'm sorry to say that it is mostly the blacks.
Hello, I'm John Prescott. Now, I expect you're wondering why I'm making...
I think our policies are best expressed in song.
During the next 3.5 hours...
Now, look, we all know we're not going to win. Death to the West.
Let me tell you what the voices in my head are telling me.
Okay, our next topic is things you'd never hear a French person say.
Of course, it looked hopeless, but we kept fighting.
I'd like a bottle of Burgundy and a Dairy Lee Dunker, please.
You're English. How nice to meet you.
J'aime beaucoup, Monsieur Jeremy Clarkson.
I've just bought a wonderful little holiday home in the south of Birmingham.
My favourite road? Well, that's got to be the A303. At night, in many ways, it's quicker than the M4 and you get to go past Stonehenge. If you're going London to the West Country, it's A303 for me every time. What a road. What a road. And we throw that part of the animal away.
Okay, our next topic is what the voices in Tony Blair's head are saying.
You will obey. You will obey.
Keep Keep smiling, have Gordon killed. Keep smiling, have Gordon killed.
Cherie, will you shut the up?
Oh, look, there's Cherie. That reminds me, I must post a letter.
I like big butts and I cannot laugh.
I wonder what John Prescott looks like in hot pants.
Mustn't get a stiffy.
Damn it, got a stiffy.
Go on, lie. You got away with it last time.
Things a Wimbledon commentator would never say.
40, 37.
Well, there is Sharapova, and I'm sure, like me, you long to have those long, moist Russian legs wrapped around your face.
Is it just me, or are they just hitting it back and forth?
How wonderful to see an all-British final.
Well, there's a ball boy needs taming.
Advantage Widdicombe.
And as they come to the first, it's Spanish steps over safely and followed by George Galloway.
All this grunting is giving me the horn.
In the women's game, why does the pretty one always lose to the moose?
Goal!
Now, that one must be a man.
Next topic, please. TV shows that never made it to air.
Hi, I'm Bill Oddie, and this is Badger Cull Live.
Complicated financial fraud, she wrote.
Terrorists say the funniest things.
Yes, it's Who Wants to Be a Milliner?
Police, camera, paperwork.
Let's see if you can guess who it is in Lloyd Grossman's Through the Arsehole.
Celebrity Love Island. Oh no, Christ, that really happened.
Welcome to the first edition of I'm a Suicide Bomber, Get Me In There.
You've been shot.
Okay, next topic is unlikely lines for the Queen to include in her annual message.
Some of my best friends are black.
Have you been involved in an accident that wasn't your fault?
Send a rebate or the corgi gets it.
Aus den Schneeselhans, mein Gurkenführer!
Look, we don't cost you 99p each. We don't cost you 79p each. I'll tell you what, I'm a fool to myself, but we cost you 61p each, and for that I'll throw in Princess Michael of Kent. You can't say fairer than that.
The Queen is brought to you by Power Jam.
So there were these two nuns in the bath.
Charles, you'll have to prize my crown out of my cold, dead hand.
I'm a killer. Queen!
Bad things to say on stage at Live 8.
They've put a lovely spread on backstage. Lobster, caviar.
Let's not cancel debt. Let's consolidate it into one manageable rubber.
I'm Michael Howard, and this is my rap for Africa.
Whinging Africans, egg.
Hands up who finds fair trade bananas a little dear.
A lot of people complain that there are no ethnic minorities at this gig, but no, here they are, the black and white minstrel shows.
Okay, the next topic is what the voices in Prince Charles's head are saying.
Charles, this is the plants. You've betrayed us again. We're going to kill your new wife, too.
If I really am the father, why is he so stupid?
How much would it cost to turn Windsor Castle bouncy?
Kill a swan, they can't touch you for it.
Nazi uniform. No, that was funny.
So what if she's your mother? Just press the pillow over her face and count to 100.
Very good. The next topic is inappropriate things to say on winning Wimbledon.
Mr. Blair, this is for Iraq.
3 sets, no smell. That's Palmolive.
Thanks very much, but I've actually come here to talk to you about Jesus.
That Nandrolone's great stuff, isn't it?
This is fantastic. In some way, it compensates for my lost childhood, my dysfunctional family, and the fact I'm so stressed I haven't had a period for 7 years.
To be honest, I only won because I'm pissed.
I'm delighted to have won and put all the drug rumours behind me, and I'd just like to thank my husband for sticking with me.
It's been everything. It's been amazing. Apart from the crowd, who are a bunch of arseholes, and I wish they'd stop trying to share in what is essentially my triumph.
I just got a blowjob in the dressing room from a womble.
The wrong things to say on your first day in the army.
You guys look great.
When they said it was going to be just like the movies, I didn't realise they meant Brokeback Mountain.
This room's great. Where are the rest of you sleeping?
I beg your pardon, drop and give me 20, please. You will get nothing by shouting.
Can I have a cuddle?
This is just one weekend a month, right?
So does Teddy get his own bunk?
If you play your cards right, you might be able to stand outside one of Grandma's palaces.
Okay, the next topic is some pointers for Sven here, possibly. Bad things for the England manager to be caught saying.
Can you just explain the offside rule again to me?
Well, the thing about Crouch is that he's got a very light touch for a big man.
Wayne Rooney may be ugly, but when he holds me in his arms, I feel safe.
I want you to go out there and give it your best for the full 60 minutes.
I've just named the side I think can win the World Cup. It's Brazil. Sweden! Sweden!
OK, the next topic is ill-advised things for a Lib Dem leadership candidate to say.
Hello, I'm Charles Kennedy.
Let me reassure all of you, the only skeletons that I have in my closet are the skeletons of the two people that I killed on a skiing holiday over 15 years ago.
It's Mingus.
Sorry I'm late. I had trouble finding a vein.
As the Son of God.
Oh, I tell you, the best thing about being a Liberal Democrat, the bitches.
Oh, what's the point?
Here we go. The first subject is cliffhanger lines from a political soap opera.
I'm John F. Kennedy. I've been in the shower. Did I miss anything?
Hey, Condoleezza. I think I pressed the wrong button.
The irony won't be lost on you here, President Schwarzenegger. I'm from the future, and I'm here to stop you from destroying the world.
We've had drunkards, we've had rent boys. What could be worse? What have you done? Shagged a goat addicted to heroin?
I'm sorry I missed your vote on sustainable agriculture. I'm afraid I was busy sleeping with your wife.
Are you trying to seduce me, Lady Thatcher?
So, what do you say, George? Just you and me and Brokeback Mountain.
The next topic is things George Galloway would never say.
No comment.
I can't wear that. That looks stupid.
I'm very famous in the Muslim world for being an arse.
Oh, enough about me. How was your day?
Oh, thank you very much indeed, Saddam. Would you like a receipt?
Next topic, please. Words you'd never hear from a newsreader.
Welcome to Channel 5 News, thickos.
Oi, do you want to buy some speakers?
Too revolting to describe. But let's have a go anyway. Basically...
The two youths convicted this morning got what they deserved.
OK, they may have acquitted him, but he certainly looked like a paedophile.
You've been watching Sky News. To be honest, I'd double-check everything you've just heard.
Sir Gary Glitter received his honour at the Palace this morning.
Welcome to ITV News on ice.
Must be unlikely.
The next report may contain images that could give you the horn.
In this next report, Jerry Adams is voiced by an actor, Samuel L. Jackson. I'll tell you about the peace process, mother.
Bad things to say at Prime Minister's question time.
Prime Minister, could you look interested while I bring up some boring shit about my constituency?
Is this going to take long? Because I've got an appointment with a rent boy in half an hour.
Can I ask the Prime Minister, Are you paying too much for car insurance?
We've got one, we've got two more poofs than you.
Could I ask the Prime Minister, when are you going to retire, you bastard?
Prime Minister, my first is in P, but not in canoe. What am I?
Okay, next topic is the very worst person to be president of the US.
I am President Jimmy, and the band was... Sure, what day?
I'm Barry Scott, and this is Sill It Bang.
This round is much easier if you can do impressions.
Calm down, dear. It's a commercial.
Next topic is unlikely things to hear at the Oscars.
And the award goes to Ross Kemp.
The dress. Oh, Primark.
Unfortunately, King Kong can't be with us tonight, but...
Thank you. I wasn't even in that one.
Thank you. This will be on eBay tomorrow morning.
They said they couldn't make the Sally Gunnell story. But here we are.
I'd like to thank the person who cast me as a blind, autistic, Parkinson's disease-ridden mute for making this award almost inevitable.
For best film in a foreign language, Pride and Prejudice.
Death to the West!
As a gay cowboy, I think I know where I'll be putting this little fella.
Unlikely things for a Winter Olympics commentator to say.
Points off the Danish team for exploding.
And he's fallen over. I love it when they do that. That's the best bit.
And now the 4 words that no ice dancer ever wants to hear. Release the polar bear.
Of course, bribery no longer exists in the Olympic movement. Welcome to the Winter Games, here in Basingstoke.
The upturned bobsleigh providing a fitting coffin.
Have you ever stared at snow so long it turns to blood?
My goodness, the band must just be fed up with playing the British national anthem.
Okay, the next topic is what you don't want to hear in an NHS hospital.
Can you go for a shit so the surgeon can get his car keys back?
There's been the most hilarious misunderstanding during your vasectomy.
MRSA, yeah, I think they tried to give me a credit card.
The face transplant's gone well. I think you look better as a black man.
I've come to take your blood sample.
Now, you're sure you had legs when you came in?
The next topic is commercials that never made it to air.
Fed up with an untidy toolbox? Buy the Abu Hamza multi-tool.
Start the day with a protein boost with Kellogg's Pork Flakes.
Come home to a real fire. Visit the Danish embassy.
My bank became a wine bar. To be honest, I quite like it.
The Indonesian children who made these trainers know that if they miss a single stitch, their family will be beaten with sticks. That's how we can guarantee you quality.
Use Vanish, like me, Sol Campbell.
Accident at work? Look where you're going, you dozy bastard.
Run out of loo roll? Why not use this fluffy dog?
Dry skin, itchy, flaking scalp. You disgust me.
What you don't want to hear a Prime Minister say.
Gordon, I've discovered how to make myself immortal.
Well, who'd have thought it?
Unfortunately, we have received no such undertaking, and we are now at war with Wales.
Oh my God, first celeb Big Brother, and now this!
Get me an 18-inch knife and a hand grenade. I'm sorting this Iraq shit out.
So, there were these two Muslims walked into a bar.
Oh, Mr. President, you're hurting me.
Just like to play you a little song I've written.
Members of the House, the band was... what it?
Okay. The next topic is in the week in which Tony Blair's plane was forced to land due to engine trouble, unsettling things to hear from the cockpit of a plane.
Thank God we're flying. I'm too pissed to drive.
We're about to experience a little bit of turbulence and then a lot of falling.
This is the captain speaking. We're out at the moment. Please leave a message after the
Don't panic. Just think of it as landing more vertically than normal.
Help me with my seatbelt, Taboo. I can't do it with this damn hook.
OK, Captain Thomas, when I tap the windscreen, I want you to stop.
If you look out over the right wing, you'll see the burning remains of the left wing.
The next topic is bad Valentine cards to receive.
I want to bonk you senseless tonight. Lots of love, your cellmate.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I have chlamydia, and now so do you.
I can't wait to feel your flesh next to mine again. Love, Mum.
I will be as faithful to you as any dog, and come when you whistle.
Dear heart, are you paying too much for your car insurance?
I love you. Please send this letter on to 10 other people.
What not to say on receiving a Winter Olympics medal.
I hate my national anthem. Could you play Love on the Rocks?
Listen, Blood, have you got one with like a ganja leaf or something like that on it? Or like maybe an AK-47?
This
This is great. I didn't even realise it was a sport.
Gold for Switzerland! I'll put it with the rest of the Nazi stuff.
Could you just hang the medal off my neck brace?
I'd like to thank my mother for providing my urine sample.
The gold for women's curling. This will take pride of place in the office that I clean.
Whoops!
Sorry about the yellow stain at the top of the ski jump.
Thanks for the medal. The band was Sir Roger.
And that's why we call him Four-Man Bob.
OK, the next topic is improbable things for Osama bin Laden to say in his tapes.
This is ridiculous. It must be your turn to hide.
What do you think? Lose the beard?
Anyway, that's enough talk from me. It's 5 to 6 and it's time for Al-Qaeda's non-stop music marathon. Less talk, more music. Here's David Bowie with China Girl.
Stop! You're recording over my wedding video.
I've just seen the funniest cartoon.
Do you think this cave makes me look a bit gay?
So, who could live in a cave like this?
Hello, Google Maps.
I'm Osama bin Laden, and this is Sillet Bang!
So, I've only just heard it. You get a yak and some peanuts. It'll go. I'm coming out.
The next topic is unlikely things for a TV announcer to say.
For those of you of a nervous disposition, you may be disturbed to know that your television is off and I'm speaking to you from inside your own head.
Next on Channel 4, wizened sanctimonious old jobby sniffer Gillian McKeith gets a slap from a fat housewife.
Well, that's it. Don't forget that BBC 24 goes through the night, as do I.
And next on Channel 5, a sensitive documentary entitled The Boy Who Looked Like a Baboon's Arse.
You're watching ITV1. Why are you doing that? I've got the listings in front of me and we've got nothing. Nothing.
You may be interested to know I am completely naked and playing with myself.
We interrupt tonight's showing of The Sixth Sense with some breaking news. Bruce Willis is a ghost.
If you have been affected by any of the issues raised in Balamory...
Tonight's episode of Songs of Praise contains strong language and scenes of a sexual nature.
Exam questions that were rejected.
A lot of people say that the exams are too easy. Is the answer A, yes? Or B, David Beckham?
With illustrations, describe the Prophet Muhammad.
A Virgin train is travelling at 120 miles per hour between London and Manchester. What time will it be cancelled?
All PE teachers are paedophiles. Discuss.
If the world is heating up at 2 degrees per decade, what is the point of anything?
Spell Mississippi without looking at how we've spelt it in the question.
Two cars are speeding. One is being driven by a black man. Which one will be stopped?
Do you think kids spend too much time with their PlayStation? Answer cross, triangle, circle or square.
Tick the box A, B or C to receive the grade A, B or C.
Sex education practical. Report to me in the stationery cupboard.
If I add 1/8 to 1/16, how stoned will I be?
Can you master this phrase? Do you want fries with that?
Very good. Let's move on to the next topic. Famous last words.
Stingrays love foreplay.
Charles, what are you doing with that pillow?
I'll bet you I can jump that ticket barrier.
No, don't shoot me! It's Yoko you want!
The funny thing is, the closer it gets, the more it looks like a piano.
Oi, Zidane! Your mum's a slag!
He's only got lipstick, Vaseline and jam. What trouble can he cause?
Yeah, Jackie, let's go in the open-topped car.
Of course it's not a poisonous snake. What would a poisonous snake be doing on a plane?
Rejected first lines for the new Harry Potter book.
Harry thought of his magical adventures very differently now that he'd been diagnosed as a schizophrenic.
Don't you realise, Ron, said Harry, with our magic powers, we simply won't need Rohypnol.
Finishing in the cafeteria, Harry and Ron turned their wands on themselves.
It's not as good as that one.
I am Lord Voldemort, and I am an alcoholic.
Grease the goat! Grease the goat! Grease the goat!
Harry stared at his own spectacles and thought, I can summon a centaur, but I can't fix my astigmatism.
I have earned more money than the Queen. I can't be arsed.
I'm sorry, Harry, said Ron. I thought you felt the same way.
Genital warts at Hogwarts, said Matron. What fun.
Harry wrapped the elastic round his arm and tapped the crook of his elbow, trying to get his vein up. Come on, you bastard, he said.
Something about the spell must have gone wrong, because one of Harry's testicles had turned into a scorpion.
It was October, and the beginning of Harry's 5th term at Feltham Young Offenders Institute.
Show us where Dumbledore touched you, said the judge. Show us on the doll.
The next topic is unhelpful things to say in a crisis.
I know, why don't we get the UN involved?
Statistically speaking, of course, in these circumstances, most of us will die.
Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya.
I think this 14th century text adequately sums up what I want to say.
I know you're a hijacker, but I ordered a vegetarian meal.
I know this is probably the wrong time, but I've got an erection.
Women and children first, then I'll shag the men and the animals.
Ill-advised things to say in court.
How could she have seen my face? I was wearing a balaclava!
So, to summarise, there's no evidence, but he does look a bit rapey.
Your Honour, that wig looks really gay.
Your Honour, if you like, I've got the number of a really good Brazilian cleaner.
If stabbing a man makes me guilty, I'm guilty.
I would like to present my own defence through the medium of dance.
So, if I'm found not guilty, can I keep all the stuff I nicked?
And I put it to you, my lad, that child is sexy.
Oi, Wiggy! I've done your door!
I was performing the Heimlich manoeuvre and it sort of turned into the wheelbarrow position.
Will this take long? I'm meeting a boat from Colombia at 9.
There is a precedent for this. I refer Your Honour to episode 10 of LA Law.
And let me say this. Sentencing you will give me an overwhelming wave of sexual pleasure. Send him down.
The next topic is things a sports commentator would never say.
Like a lot of people watching this Olympics, I'm wondering why black people don't just take over the earth.
There's the bell, and the schoolgirls I've been spying on go back to their classrooms.
I can't be the only person to wonder what it would be like to shag this gymnast.
So here we are, from Wembley.
So, with 3 furlongs to go in this Grand National, let's leave the leaders and go and watch the fallers being shot.
And they're off! They're off! They're off! And I should probably keep my voice down because this is snooker.
Oh, forehand, backhand, forehand. Don't you just love it when they grunt?
Just reading through the names of this Chinese team is making me feel hungry.
And for those of you who missed them, here are next week's Italian football results.
This woman isn't just a world-class curler, she's also a model.
Commercials that never made it to air.
Lynx for that cheap teenage smell of desperation.
Because some nights are best forgotten. Rehypnol.
Injured at work? Don't drive a jet car at 300 miles an hour.
The Islamic Jihad High School, because they blow up so quickly.
I'm Tony the Tiger. Siegfried and Roy taste great.
For effective ethnic cleansing, use Milosevic.
The post office. We're always full of absolute freaks.
We laundered this half of the money with the mafia, and this half with the more violent Chinese triads.
L'Oreal.
By the year 2020, we shall rule the earth. Tesco, every little helps.
Losing a hair, tiny cock, you need a Porsche.
Clear all your debts with one easy payment. Buy a shotgun and blow your head off.
Take 2 bottles into the shower. Yes, I'm an alcoholic.
That's it on that topic. Our next topic is inappropriate acts for the Royal Variety Performance.
Let's play Who's Harry's Dad?
Stephen Hawking unplugged.
Your Royal Highnesses, Lords, ladies and gentlemen, I give you synchronised dogging.
Ladies and gentlemen, the marching band of the Mujahideen.
As a treat for the Duke of Edinburgh, the black and white minstrels sing the speeches of Hitler.
The George Michael motorcycling display team.
Lines that you'd never hear in a Bond film.
Engineer's cue. It's a bomb, but it's also a rucksack.
James, what a wonderful present. Chlamydia.
My name is Bond. Mohammed Bond.
Everything's ready for your mission, Bond. All you need to do is fill in this health and safety risk assessment.
Mr. Bond, have you ever kissed a man?
You're very good at poker, but let's see how you do on the fruit machines.
Here's your new car, Bond. A Ford Focus.
I'll have an egg roll, scrambled, not boiled.
Let me get this straight. There's an evil tyrant at the top of a mountain, surrounded totally by armed guards. Do you know, I don't fancy it.
It's not just a baseball bat, Bond. It's a baseball bat with a nail through it.
Oh, James, is it meant to be this soft?
They're getting away. We'll get after them in this pedalo.
We'd better slow down. There are speed cameras.
I hope you're not going to be one of those Russian agents whose name is just a cheap sexual pun, Miss Suck Me Off.
Next topic is TV shows that never made it to air.
The boy whose arms and arse and head fell off.
He robs from the rich and the poor. It's Robin Hoodie.
And now the magic of Britain's parks at night as Bill Oddie presents Gay Watch.
And now on BBC Two, Jack Straw's What Not to Wear.
I'm Wayne Rooney, and welcome to Grannies Do the Filthiest Things.
Welcome to Blind Date with me, Stevie Wonder.
And now BBC One, it's the Senile Dementia Show. Where do you think you are?
This week on Who Do You Think You Are, Prince Harry traces his family tree with some surprising results.
Bad things to say when leading troops into battle.
Cry God for Harry, England and St George. Let us march to the music of Shawaddy Waddy.
Soon you'll be at home with your families, in a jar on the mantelpiece.
Have you been injured at work?
Right, lads, I might... pins and needles.
General Churchill will be leading the troops in on this one, isn't that right?
Oh, yes. Our best hope is that the enemy kills so many of us, they become slightly depressed.
Hello, I'm George Bush.
This next mission will be led by Michael Moore, seeing as he knows so fucking much.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear on Blue Peter.
Today we'll show you how to make an ashtray using the shell of a dead tortoise.
And welcome back, John Leslie.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a gimp?
When we say the vandals have killed the goldfish, we mean they've shat in the pond.
And all we'll need to make this is a Bunsen burner, a spoon, some fresh cocaine and a pipe.
So in a moment, Connie will be teaching you how to clone your parents' credit cards.
With a couple of batteries and a toilet roll holder, you can make a fantastic Mother's Day vibrator.
In the week in which the government called for stricter driving tests, things you wouldn't hear on a driving test.
When I slap the dashboard with my forehead, I'd like you to crawl out of the wreckage and fetch help.
OK, when I give you the signal, I want you to wind the window down and call the cyclist a wanker.
Right, when I say go, foot down, straight through the jewellers, get where you can.
You made one mistake, sir. A Pine air freshener doesn't cover up the smell of a dead hitchhiker.
Well, if she doesn't get up, you've definitely failed.
Well, at least we know the airbags work.
When there's nobody else on a motorway, you should always drive in the middle lane, just in case you fall asleep, you've got a bit longer.
If I fail, can I still keep driving my taxi?
Me in a car. Can't believe it.
On my signal, I'd like you to mount the pavement and kill my ex-wife.
OK, our next topic is what the Queen didn't say in her Christmas message.
Yum, yum. I've just eaten a swan.
And now for an impression. They call me Mr. Bombastic. They kiss me on the butt. They call me Mr. Romantic.
Are you paying too much for your car insurance?
It's been good to spend some time with my family. And Harry.
As usual, after this, we'll be watching The Great Escape. And as usual, we'll be supporting the Germans.
This year, I am in an unusual location. I'm in a cave with Osama bin Laden.
Don't tell anyone, but I'm actually an elf.
I've had a few medical problems this year. I'm now so old that my pussy is haunted.
Unlikely lines to find in the Bible.
He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy.
And God said, "Let there be light." Sponsored by Power Jam.
A man who lies with another man should be stoned. It helps, that's all I'm saying.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
And God said, right, that's the 14 commandments. Now, will you remember all those?
That's very good.
Table for 12, Jesus. I can do 2 6s at 8:30.
And on the 8th day, God created a magic talking leopard and forgot all about us.
And Mary said God had given her a child, so Joseph went and joined Fathers for Justice.
It rained for 40 days and 40 nights, although Thames Water still had a hosepipe ban.
St. Paul's third epistle to the Corinthians. Dear Corinthians, I've written to you twice now. No reply. I don't know how you do things in Corinth, but where I'm from, that's a bit rude.
OK, the next topic is... In the week in which the government discussed raising the school leaving age, bad things for a teacher to say.
Fight! 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 Fight!
You know the rules, Thomas. If you forget your PE kit, I take the lesson in my pants.
I'm a gun runner, robber and murderer, but the Home Office think I'm clean.
Are you chewing, boy? This is the worst blowjob I've had all day.
I don't know the answer, Watkins. I just do this job for the holidays.
It turns out you're not dyslexic, you're just really, really stupid.
I've been at this school for over 40 years. I buggered your fathers and I will bugger you.
In the week in which the Oscar nominations were revealed, rejected lines from movies.
E.T. phone premium rate set.
Milk, bread, rich tea biscuits. Are you sure this is the right list, Mr. Schindler?
There are 50,000 Zulu outside. Now tell Jade to get back inside and keep her bloody mouth shut.
This T-1000 cybernetic organism has encountered a problem and needs to close. Do you wish to send an error report?
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, but on weekends, Marjorie.
A census taker tried to test me once. I ate his liver with some fish fingers and a bottle of Jacob's Creek.
Good morning, Cheltenham!
Well, there's one thing I should tell you, Mr. Darcy. I have chlamydia.
What, Rambo? You want to wait for a UN resolution?
You were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off, Ibrahim.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. But thank you for phoning the BT helpline.
Luke Skywalker, I am your mother.
The next topic is unlikely excerpts from a nature documentary.
Do you see this little fella here?
I'm having to whisper because this woman's husband is in the room next door.
This beautiful hummingbird is no match for my squash racket.
And I'm having to whisper because this bear has got me in a headlock.
Penguin with his head trapped in a beer can. Tragic and yet somehow hilarious.
And I'm stood here in the jungle in my bathrobe because my luggage is still at Heathrow.
Welcome back to Pimp My Hippo.
And here we have two insects shagging away.
Out of the water climbs a majestic otter who turns... Oh no, it's a dog.
And yes, the lion's after the impala, and the lion's got the impala. Tuck in, my son. Lion 1, impala 0.
I'm the ghost of Steve Irwin, and welcome to Animals Kill the Daftest Bastards.
What a TV chef would never say.
So that's the bird plucked and stuffed. All that remains is to kill it.
Welcome to One Fat Lady.
And here, what you want to do is put a little bit of the brown mixture in the tin and then sprinkle a little bit of hash on the top of it.
Well, these Korean meatballs really are the dog's bollocks.
If you're wondering how to get the perfect skin on your parsnips, then you're mental.
Hello, I'm Delia Smith, and today we're going to cook a panda.
Am I invisible in this fucking jacket?
I think you...
So, I've marinated it for half an hour, seared it for 15 seconds, and now I'm drizzling it on my buttocks.
You just need two things to make this dish. What you need is a takeaway menu and a phone.
Tonight on Russian cookery, cyanide, polonium, and a crab stuffed with explosives.
It's not going to be worth it now, is it?
The next topic is bad things to say at the opening of the new Wembley Stadium.
Is it just me, or does it all feel a bit wobbly?
Due to a double booking, England's first match is against Simply Red.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Blunt.
Welcome to the 2008 Cup Final. So if you can all make your way to the coaches, we're on our way to Cardiff.
And all for the same price as building a rope ladder between the Earth and Jupiter.
Can Mr. Bin Laden report to lost property, please? Mr. Bin Laden.
And who knows, maybe here, one day, with the right linesman, England can cheat their way to another World Cup.
And maybe one day, with the right bunch of hooligans from Scotland, these goalposts can get trashed all over again.
Cost £100 million to demolish Wembley. If you'd had your last game against Scotland, we'd have done it for nothing.
Unlikely things to hear on Comic Relief.
And we'd just like to thank the donation of 160,000 turkeys from a Mr. B. Matthews.
Remember, tonight isn't all about comedy. Here's Ben Elton.
Of course, we're also supporting projects in the UK. For example, this is my extension.
My name's Ade. I'm 7 years old, and I have to walk 5 miles every day to get fresh water. So I really don't have time to play footballs with fat celebrities. Fuck off and give me the money.
Right, here's one for you. 3 Ethiopians walk into a bar.
If we remove all these villagers' cataracts, one day they might be able to make our shoes.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. Some of those kids are fatter than I am.
And remember, 20% of everything you give goes directly to a grinning warlord wearing a necklace of human finger bones.
This village had 1 goat until I ate it.
Later, Dawn French will be climbing into a bath of beans. Not for charity, it's her supper.
We're from the Maasai tribe. When are we going to get that money for that ident we did?
OK, the next topic is the worst thing your new neighbour could say.
What day do the bins go out round here? My wife's body's starting to stink.
Well, looks like we got ourselves a fresh one.
I hope my turkeys won't be keeping you awake.
My wife and I are nudists and have been for the past 70 years.
You're bigger than you look through the telescope.
Welcome to the street, or as we like to call it, the cul-de-sac of Christ.
Do you like the music of... What the?
I can see you when you sleep.
Yes, that's right. The wife breeds Rottweilers, the children in a brass band, and I'm a paedophile.
It's simple. Your dog and I are in love.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Unlikely things to hear at Wimbledon.
New balls developing on both the Williams sisters.
Well, this crowd have really taken this young Serbian girl to their hearts. They obviously don't know her father's a war criminal.
Would the working class family on Henman Hill kindly leave? Before putting the middle classes off their strawberries, you know who you are, you filthy mudbloods.
A dog has run onto the court and it's beaten Tim Henman.
Now, here's a question, John. Nadal, could he turn you?
There's no strawberries left. You'll have to have chips.
Well, you know, in a way, this rain could be taken as God's judgment on how shit we are at tennis.
As the Scottish man holds the Wimbledon trophy aloft, the earth opens and swallows him whole.
Cliff Richard's there with a wonderful rendition of Dr. Dre's Bitches Ain't Shit.
Oh, my goodness, that's a double fault. One for being a woman, the other for being German.
It has just come to our attention that Tim Henman's father died 6 Wimbledons ago and has been sitting there with the same look of disappointment ever since.
The next topic is what a newsreader would never say.
The football scores now, so you might want to look away if you're a woman or a gay.
Good evening, here is the news. I'm Moira Stewart. Why did the BBC sack me? Is it because I is black?
Just watching that press conference, I wouldn't be surprised if it was her stepfather that did it.
Here's the news at 10. I'm Fiona Bruce. Standing up or behind a desk, it's all the same to me.
Press the red button now to operate the vibrating donut I've placed in my trousers. Please.
You've sent in your emails and we've been reading them, and my, aren't you a bunch of racist bigots?
If you've taped that earthquake to enjoy later and don't want to know how many died, look away now.
Wimbledon news now, and Tim Henman, you know the rest.
News just in. I'm HIV positive.
Well, time for your own regional news now. I'm off for a dump. See you in 10.
The worst thing to hear over a tannoy system.
Only you can hear me.
The train to Nottingham will arrive in 5 minutes, which is a pity because this is Tesco.
Second floor, but you can't get out.
Welcome to our school sports day. Mark will probably get stuck in a sack. Ha, bloody ha.
Can somebody come to the salami slicer, please?
If anybody has found a Vicks inhaler...
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know there will be a bomb on the tube, but will it be today?
The lift doors are closing, leaving you trapped in an airless, windowless coffin, hurtling downwards at 100 miles an hour.
Would the parents of the child that fell into the tiger enclosure please come to Lost Property to collect her shoes?
The plane's about to land in Glasgow. Passengers are reminded to set their watches back 25 years.
The next topic is unlikely lines from the final Harry Potter book.
Don't worry, Hermione, I can get rid of it. Chlamydia disappearo.
OK, Hermione, said Harry, unbuttoning his zip. I'll show you a really magic one.
Harry had always thought that he'd meet his death at the hands of Voldemort, so imagine his surprise when the doctors told him that he was HIV positive.
No, there is no post today, said Ron. The Owls are on a one-day strike over paying conditions.
Midway through the orgy, Ron winked at Harry. This is better than Quidditch, his eyes seemed to say.
It was a magic mirror that showed the future, and in it, Harry seemed to be a 30-year-old actor appearing in something called The Bill.
Get the snitch, said Harry. I'll tie him down and you can drill through his kneecaps.
As the old man stood in front of him in his robes, clutching his wand, Harry regretted transferring to Catholic school.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm having a baby, and it's yours, said Professor McGonagall.
Then Harry says something, Hermione says something. Oh, who cares? I'm minted.
Unlikely lines to hear in an episode of Doctor Who.
Between series, I paint the TARDIS red and sell coffee.
Yes, Doctor. I am your arch nemesis. You may also recognise me as Giuseppe DeMarco from EastEnders. And my many walk-on parts in Casualty as Wounded Man.
Looks like we've materialised in the 19th century. Oh no, it's Glasgow 2007.
This is not a waste of time. You are a Time Lord. Have you ever given money to the Labour Party?
I'm here to save the Earth, but as a doctor, I won't be working evenings or weekends.
K9, stop humping the toaster.
Welcome to my Dalek poetry reading. This one is called Daffodils. Exterminate daffodils!
OK, the next topic is bad ways for Gordon Brown to address the nation.
You can take our lives, but you'll never take our freedom.
This isn't my sporran. It's Hazel Blair's asking for a promotion.
The economy is in ruins. I blame the previous Chancellor.
You thought Tony Blair was a Watch this.
People of Britain, when I address you like this, did you know sometimes I get so excited a little bit of wee comes out?
You might like Tony more, but you'll hate my wife less.
In these troubled times between our nations, I feel I need to reach out to President Putin and say, I have shagged your mother.
It's time you learnt the truth, Earthlings.
Citizens of New Atlantis, I bring greetings from our brothers, the Crabmen.
No. Don't make me do it, Mother.
I'm G to the B, and this is how I roll. You got beef with me, you kiss my A-double-S hole.
Unlikely lines to hear on a science programme.
After working on the equation for 30 years, Professor Stevens made an incredible discovery. His wife had left him and he'd wasted his life.
The trade in human organs is shocking. This kidney cost me nearly a tenner.
Today, we're going to be making a bomb using chapati flour and hydrogen peroxide.
Which is faster, a dog or a crossbow bolt?
And that's how God created the world in 7 days.
I escaped from a Petri dish!
Hello, my name's Jade Goody.
And that is how we can prove that aluminium is gay.
A cure for acute depression may be just around the corner. Oh, here it is. A train.
And as the mighty lion shakes the life out of this tiny gazelle, I feel strangely horny.
Well, that test was conclusive. Cats have one life.
OK, next topic is... questions omitted from the British citizenship test.
Can you fly a plane? Can you land a plane?
Pat Butcher, shag or die?
Do you ever look at the ingredients on Ready, Steady, Cook and think, I could make a bomb out of that?
Is there any chance you could represent us in the 2012 Olympics? In which case, you're in.
Boris Johnson, true or false?
Do you like the music of what?
On this map of Britain, can you point to where Gloucester used to be?
Are you paying too much for your car insurance?
The worst thing to hear on holiday.
Many of you in this safari will be wondering why I'm sprinkling you with a barbecue sauce.
Welcome to Butlins.
The plane has lost all power. Feel free to use your cell phone.
Let me feel your arm. Let me see your teeth. Take him.
Hello? This is your captain speaking. We're up!
You want a double or a single room? Double? Ramon, build a double.
In the event of the cabin decompressing, oxygen masks will drop from the ceiling and dangle in front of your blue dead faces.
From your bedroom window, you have a lovely view of the town's ageing nuclear facility.
Yes, I know you've got a restraining order out on me, but I don't think it applies abroad.
There's a bar in the swimming pool after yesterday's riot.
You must be the only person in the hotel who isn't going to the Star Trek convention.
Both of you, welcome to Scotland.
OK, the next topic is... unlikely lines to hear in a TV show.
On Shaun the Sheep this week, Shaun has a big surprise when a nasty DEFRA man comes round with a bolt gun.
So get dialing, because remember, those phone lines close at midnight. Yesterday.
And now the Antiques Roadshow. This programme contains scenes of tedious dullness right from the start.
And if you have an opinion on this news story, why not keep it to yourself?
Hello and welcome to Mock the Week After Dark. I'm Dara O'Brien, and this is my penis.
This week on Location, Mohammed is looking for a pied-à-terre within easy reach of an international airport.
And now over to Kate Humble, who's going to kick the face off a badger.
Hello and welcome to India with Sanjeev Bhaskar and me, Jade Goody.
It's Shostakovich week on ITV1.
On this week's Time Team, Tony Robinson goes round to Fred West's old house.
And now over to Sean for a blind stab at the weather.
No deal, Edmonds! You're going to give me the money, or I'm going to start shooting!
Weird things to see on a road sign.
Fancy a shag? Park and ride, 200 yards.
Stop. Hammer time.
You are leaving Croydon. Well done.
Help me. I'm trapped in a sign-making factory.
When the red lights are flashing, get down with the groove.
Accident on opposite carriageway. Quick, look!
Amarillo, this way.
You are now leaving Trowel Services. Wish you hadn't eaten that for 26 miles.
If you can read this, you've crashed into my front garden.
You are entering Scotland. No salad for 200 miles.
No left turn, no right turn, no entry, no reversing. Get out of the car and put your hands on your head. Do it!
River ahead, which your sat-nav thinks is a road.
You're lonely, aren't you, Russell?
Sharp left turn ahead. Careful, ladies.
Giant exclamation mark ahead.
Bracknell, twinned with hell.
Warning, little chef, 1 mile.
Next topic is unlikely things to hear in the House of Lords.
Would anyone like to swap a packet of Space Raiders for some Dairy Lee Dunkables?
Please welcome our newest member, Lord Voldemort.
I used to be a lord, but after the operation, I'm a lady.
That, gentlemen, is the motion, and now I will clear it up.
I want to recriminalise homosexuality so that I can feel dirty when I do it.
I've changed my name to E. Lordy. I want you all to call me Lordy Lordy.
I am the Lord of the Dance.
Hello, I'm Lord Ocean Finance.
As a life peer, I would like to tender my resignation.
This is Davina. You are live in the house. Please don't swear.
Bad things to hear on an airplane.
In the event of the cabin decompressing, oxygen masks will drop from the ceiling and untangling them will annoy you before you die.
Well, if you look out of the portside window in just a minute or so, you'll see me. Bye.
That's the first cloud I've ever seen with a ski lift on it.
The only thing less likely than surviving crashing into the sea is the Coast Guard hearing the whistles on your life jacket.
Oh, hi. I've got a hobby farm. Would you like me to tell you all about it for the next 9 hours?
Louisa and her in-flight team will be looking after you today, and your hijacker's name is Ibrahim.
Hold on! I've just entered us in the Red Bull Challenge!
Will the fat people please move to the back of the plane?
This is a no-smoking flight, although do feel free to join me in the cockpit, where we've opened a window.
I'm sorry, due to unforeseen Islamic fundamentalism, this plane is being diverted to paradise.
Punch it, Chewie.
OK, the next topic is the worst person to be married to.
I love you lots. Oh, let's see what Mr. Tiddles thinks of you. What do you think? Die, bitch!
Brace yourself, Agnes. It's that time of year again.
These are my late rabbit's ashes. Say hello.
When I said I was a positive person, I meant HIV.
I brought home a video to turn us on. It's Fred Gibner's Age of Steam.
You thought I was a Thai lady? Well, you were half right.
Of course we're going to go out tonight. It's Hitler's birthday.
But he's my dad. We do everything together.
You want me to put my dingaling into your fairy cave? Are you mad, woman?
But you can't use that toilet. That's my toilet.
He sleeps in the bed with us, OK? Don't make me choose between you and the wolf.
Please, please, Pavarotti, let me go on top.
Things an athletics commentator would never say.
There's a white man in the final of the 100 metres. Good luck with that.
That man runs like a panther. And if he could learn to use just 2 legs, he'd be absolutely unbeatable.
And I've got to say, it's a surprise, yes, the winner of the marathon are 4 blokes tied together dressed as Spider-Man.
This should be a laugh. Women running.
Lane 1, the UK. Lane 2, the USA. Lane 3, closed for resurfacing.
And here come the walkers now, mincing their way into the stadium.
And in this final of the women's gymnastics, I've been nailed to my chair for my own good.
And there's the bell. Can someone get the door, please? I'm commentating.
Tragedy in the water polo, as most of the horses drown.
And the urine sample appears to have melted the beaker. That's not a good sign.
And in the end, it took a photograph to separate them. The one of him shagging a pole dancer in Nevada.
And in the slow-motion replay, you can quite clearly see his cock swinging from side to side.
The next topic is the worst thing to say when running for US president.
I intend to withdraw from Iraq, invade some real pussies like Spain.
Honey, I'm like George Bush, only less intelligent.
I will never forget the terrible events of 9/12.
Now, I know what you're thinking. A Sagittarius for president, but I have Leo rising.
Yes, I smoked marijuana, and I inhaled. Just now.
There are no skeletons in my closet. Just a black latex dildo suit.
I would like you to call me President Shawada.
I have a magnificent war record. It's Pipes of Peace by Paul McCartney.
OK, let's hear that.
I got a bad one, though.
Cool.
Bad one. Whilst at college, I did experiment with marijuana. I did it in snow, I did it in sleet, but I did not inhale.
Unlikely small ads.
Erectile problems. Ha 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 ha.
Found. DVD of Lost.
Want to earn pounds, pounds, pounds? Yes, £3.
Would you like no strings attached sex? Contact my whore of an ex-wife.
Worried about hair loss? You bald bastard.
Dog available to good home. Free prawn crackers with every delivery.
Want to earn money at home? Become a prostitute. It's easy.
Problems with your short-term memory? Can't remember what you've just read? Problems with your short-term memory?
Room to let. No one has died in it. No one.
Wanted, 1 Spice Girls ticket and 1 gun.
Bored, lonely, depressed. Meet like-minded people at salsa dancing.
The next topic is excerpts from DVDs I wouldn't sell.
My name is Hannibal Lecter. I'm a vegan.
I'm afraid the only thing you're going to be fighting for some time, Bond, is HIV.
Welcome to Antiques Roadshow, Too Hot for TV.
From the makers of Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Pingu.
From the makers of Snakes on a Plane, Mice on a Tube.
Here's looking at you, kid, is why I'm in a Cambodian jail.
3 love. I'm Ann Widdecombe and this is Naked Table Tennis.
Frodo, you're hurting me! When I said you should destroy the ring.
What a news reporter would never say.
Next on News 24, I'm going to punch a zebra. Who cares? No one's watching.
Here, children as young as 8 are forced to earn their own living. More polish! More polish! I want to see my face!
Here on the streets, it seems that Britain is completely in the grip of gang culture. This is John Simpson for the ITN Massive!
Can you hear the bombs falling? No? That's because they're in Baghdad. I'm here in Peckham.
Reports of a mystery man loitering in the area turned out to be me.
News just in. Go to a break, your wife's been hit by a truck.
And it was just a few feet from here that the shots were fired. I know, I fired them.
Well, finally, the power in Beirut seems to be back on. The radiator I'm chained to is getting quite warm.
Even amidst the devastation of this earthquake, there are still stories of hope. I found a man's wallet.
I am actually in my bedroom, but I'm trying to make it look like I'm in Baghdad on a satellite phone.
And I can't help thinking that if my country was gripped by famine, I'd just move.
The next topic is unlikely letters to be read out on points of view.
Why, oh why is the structure of my chromosomes?
Dear BBC, I watched a light entertainment programme on your network the other night that wasn't hosted by Graham Norton. Is he ill?
Dear BBC, how did you manage to get those hippos to swim in a circle?
Dear BBC, I am a Nigerian general with £30 million to put in your bank account.
Last night, I turned onto your new porn channel, See Boobies.
Dear points of view, I would like to complain about the weird voice you're reading out my letter in.
Dear point of view, has anyone else noticed that Pat Butcher looks a lot like the honey monster from the Sugar Puffs album?
Dear BBC, when are you going to show Nuts on the Road? Nim, nim, nim.
Dear points of view, I watched Silent Witness with the sound off and it didn't make any sense.
Dear BBC, well, it's now 30 years down the line, and I'm no closer to owning a robotic housemaid. Tomorrow's world, tomorrow's horseshit, more like.
The other night, I watched Nigella Lawson and picked up a couple of good tips on baking bread. And in the process, I just about ripped my cock off.
Unlikely things for a royal correspondent to say.
Isn't it wonderful to see Prince Charles being made king at the age of 137?
And the Queen there majestically taking her place in the queue to withdraw her savings from Northern Rock.
The Queen asked me if I was from the BBC. I said I was, and she told me to piss off.
There we see Prince Philip going over to talk to a man from China. This should be interesting.
In fact, it's the Chinese premier, and he's just asked him for a menu.
Prince Harry hasn't been put off by the congestion charge. He says he still manages to come into Chelsea twice a day.
Well, the crowd are absolutely loving this event. The night sky is dancing with light. Yes, the Queen set fire to Windsor Castle again.
It's great to see the whole family waving from the balcony through the sights of my AK-47.
And as Prince Philip cuts the tape to open this mental institution, the doctors have got him.
The next topic is what a rugby commentator would never say.
Oh, and he skipped through the defence, and that's lucky, because if these South Sea Islanders catch you, they eat you.
It's time for the scrum where the players can have a quick kiss and exchange phone numbers.
And it's the coin toss, and Johnny Wilkinson has sprained his thumb.
massive tackle. I wish mine was like that.
Not everyone's been able to get tickets for this World Cup final, and we know a lot of you are watching at home. So hello to you, the England team.
Oh, and it's bad news for New Zealand. Rugby doesn't matter.
Keep an eye on this ball as it hits the ground, because it's such an unusual shape, it could go anywhere.
Seal it bang, seal it bang. Kia ora, kia ora.
All pretence has been abandoned as both teams take to the field naked, covered in lubricant to the sound of pounding techno.
Thick muscular necks, broken noses and powerful thighs. The rugby wives are minging.
This young man has a brilliant playing career ahead of him, followed by a bleak career as an after-dinner speaker before his suicide at 40.
Well, he is in many ways the perfect fly half. Legs of a human, torso of a blue bottle.
The South Africans there, passing to their one black player, Johnny Token.
So it's England versus Samoa, a team of rank amateurs against Samoa.
Bad things for a by-election candidate to say.
I would like to kiss your baby, but we don't want to go down that road again.
I am the perfect candidate. This is an election, and I am bi.
Vote for me, Doris McGarvey. I'd like to say no relation, but...
I'm not going to lie to you. Power gives me wood.
I've been knocking on doors in this constituency for weeks, and it's completely unconnected to the recent stranglings.
Knife crime must end. Just last week, I was given a steak knife when I clearly ordered the fish.
If elected, living standards will go up. For me and my wife.
I would say the fact that the Labour Party haven't put forward a candidate has not devalued this election at all. Ask my fellow opponents, Timmy Mallet, Elvis and the Honey Monster.
I promise to bring crime in this constituency down by patrolling the streets at night dressed as a man leopard.
I have impeccable green credentials because I've never used deodorant or had a bath.
I know nothing about politics, but I can crush a right pair between my buttocks.
OK. The next topic is unnerving things to hear during a medical examination.
Yes, I'll be operating. Oh, there you are.
Oh my God! Come here, you've got to look at this!
That's your smear test done, and I do have some bad news. I'm the janitor.
Yes, well, it's definitely stuck up there. We may have to use the ferret.
So if you'd like to just pop your clothes over there, next to mine.
You'll live for about a week.
Well, there's good news and bad news. But don't worry, I can give the good news to your widow.
Don't worry, panic over. It was just a spider on the microscope.
And how does it feel if I touch you here? And here. And there.
These drugs don't actually work, but every time I prescribe them, I get a free pen.
No. You can't have your old hip back, Mrs. Smith. I fed it to my dog.
This is one of the healthiest x-rays I've ever seen. But if we compare that with yours...
Right, I thought for a change, I could cough and you could hold my balls.
You have the body of someone half your age, growing inside your womb.
Well, there's good news. You've had a baby. And the bad news, it's blown your cock off.
Things you're unlikely to hear on a quiz show.
Here is your starter for 10. Spring rolls, sesame toast and chili balls with prawn.
Hello and welcome to Ask the Family. Mr. Fritzl, where's the rest of them?
Hello, we're Ant and Dec, and welcome to Double Our Money. Double your money.
I'm Anne Robinson, and if my Botox wears off, my face will turn into a scrotum.
Look at what you could have won if you went to school.
Name? Ted Smith. Occupation? Carpenter. And your chosen specialised subject? The life and work of the carpenter Ted Smith.
For £1 million, complete this well-known phrase.
Like a vowel, 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 vowel. Zzz is the answer.
I'm Richard Whiteley.
Welcome to Inflation Adjusted. Who wants to be a Zimbabwe millionaire?
It's the banker. He says he's got your kids.
And your question is on celebrities. What jocular Irish host of the popular show Mock the Week is known by his friends as Dobby for his uncanny resemblance to the house elf in Harry Potter?
The next topic is things that would change the atmosphere at a dinner party.
Ignore the banging. She's been in there for 24 years.
Help yourself to Nibbles. He was our favourite hamster, but it's what he would have wanted.
Are you sure this is pork? It's just because Mike Crackling has a tattoo.
Don't worry, we don't say grace. We just sacrifice a child to the great god Imhotep.
Doorbell! Excellent. That'll be Heather Mills and James Blunt. Hope he's brought his guitar.
I hope nobody's allergic to nuts, because I like to rest mine on the table.
Well, this is absolutely lovely. I say we all raise a glass to the Fuhrer!
10 of you arrived. Only one will leave.
Anyway, long story short, after about 2 hours you couldn't tell what was poo and what was chocolate.
There is a vegetarian option. You can fuck off.
Lines you wouldn't hear in a superhero movie.
To the Bat Caravan.
I'm a superhero! Now, Russell, you've drawn an S on your forehead and you sprinkled glitter on your penis.
No, they call me Catwoman because I can lick my own arse.
Hey, Lewis, just before we fly off, I want to check none of your liquids are over 100 millilitres.
You're trapped, Spider-Man, trapped in this enormous bath.
No, R. Kelly, you can't join the Fantastic Four. It's not enough to believe you can fly.
Biff! Bam! Kapow! Nutted! Bottled! Slashed!
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Whatever it is, it's heading straight for the World Trade Center.
What do you mean the swastika's already taken? I've had my cake made now and everything.
So, tell me, why do they call you Flash?
I may not seem as dangerous as other supervillains, but soon I, Dr. Sheep, will rule the world. Bang.
What's that, Joker? You'll be back. Somehow I don't think you will be.
OK, the next topic is unlikely letters for an agony aunt to receive.
Dear Deirdre, I'm leaving you.
I want to trace my father. Could you suggest a good marker pen?
I have recently discovered the pleasures of butter in sex. I smear it on the doorknob to stop the kids coming in.
My voice is breaking and there is hair on my chest. Is this normal? Yours, Sally Jenkins, age 9.
Dear bitch, I have trouble making friends. What are you going to do about it?
Dear Deirdre, can that giant man lift me up like a baby?
You bet your ass he can.
I have been saving up for a sex change. I don't care what my wife says. She is going to have it.
Dear Auntie, my testicles are the size of space hoppers. I don't need any advice. I just wanted to tell someone.
My husband and I are 82, and he has recently lost interest in sex. Thank God!
My wife says that I'm a compulsive liar. I think she's jealous that my reggae duet with Rio Ferdinand has reached #1.
I know where you live!
My problem is that I can only ejaculate when I hear a buzzer.
Commercials that never made it to air.
Masturbation. Are you getting your 5 a day?
Worried about bankruptcy? Then why not paddle your canoe into the middle of the ocean?
Lidl's own brand shampoo, because you're worthless.
If you hit me at 40 miles an hour, there's an 80% chance I'll die. If you hit me at 30 miles an hour, there's an 80% chance I'll live. Stop trying to hit me.
Poor and too lazy to cook. That's why mums shop at Iceland.
This isn't just a gimp mask. This is an S&M gimp mask.
Do your knickers feel uncomfortable on? Try Bacardi Breezy.
If you find flying boring, fly Qantas. You might die.
The Daily Mail. Racist in public, so you don't have to be.
I'm Fern Britton, and this machine took 2 stone off me. It's a bacon slicer.
I'm John McCain. Why not buy my fitness video?
Are you thinking of drinking and driving? Remember, the M20 is surprisingly quiet on a Saturday night.
We've lost your bags. We've lost your bags. Dee 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 dee.
From Gillette comes the new Sensor Uber XL. For that closest ever shave. In fact, this one slices your face like a potato peeler. It's too close. Get the previous Gillette Sensor. It turns out we couldn't get closer than that one.
31 million names on 3 great discs. Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. Now that's what I call a monumental cock-up, Volume 1.
Max Mosley doesn't do Nazi-themed orgies, but if he did, they'd probably be the best Nazi-themed orgies in the world.
OK, next topic is bad things to hear on opening the door in the middle of the night.
Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. I'd like to talk to you about Mock the Week.
I'm back from my canoe trip.
I saw a peeping Tom in your garden, but I warned him. This is my patch.
I'll come to fix your washing machine. You asked for a call-out between 12 and 5.
Hello, I'm afraid my cock is stuck in your letterbox.
Hello. I'm Max Mosley, and I've been a very naughty boy.
I'm afraid your husband's been murdered. Could I borrow a shovel?
Hello, I'm Gordon Brown. Just hold me.
Bad things to say at a job interview.
What can I bring to the job? A burning hatred of the West, a hook for a hand and a pilot's licence.
The 5-year employment gap, yeah. I was canoeing.
Right, I hope we can all be professional about the fact that I've just split up with all 3 of you.
I'm really only here because I'm hoping to slip on a wet floor and then fall off a ladder.
Yes, I've had a few changes of address, Wormwood Scrubs, Broadmoor, but for the last 3 months I've lived in your air conditioning.
I'm really into diversity. In my last team, I made sure that we had a black, a fruit and a fatty.
I have always wanted to work in a motel. I'm telling them, Mother, I'm telling them!
This job would be a great opportunity for me to steal a shitload of stationery.
Hey! I remember you from the dungeon. How you doing? It's me, Gimpy Terry.
I'm Gimpy Terry's mate.
Sum myself up in 3 words. Well, I suppose it would have to be killer alien vagina.
What do you mean I'm underqualified to be a plumber? I'm 5 hours late. I've done a piss in your sink.
When can I start? Yesterday. But I can only work till today.
9 till 5, 9 till 5. My medication wears off at 3.
The next topic is things you wouldn't hear on Songs of Praise.
Hello, Canterbury. Let's make some fucking noise!
Well, the locals here on the Shetland Isles have given us a tremendous welcome. Today we have our act of worship, and tomorrow they're burning me in a wicker man.
They call him G.O.D. and he the Big Daddy. He look like me, but he more beardy.
Hello, I'm Sister Margaret, and I'm an alcoholic.
The parishioners will now go forward to receive communion, if they can get past Atlas and Predator.
Christians in one corner, Muslims in the other. Let's get ready to rumble!
Well, the goat is strapped to the altar, so let's begin.
That was beautiful. Such a shame there's no one actually up there to have heard it.
And we appear to have a streaker. No, one of the altar boys has escaped from the vestry.
If you're enjoying this, why not turn over to BBC 3, where you can enjoy Songs of Praise uncut.
Well, now, choir of the week. They're not the Von Trapp family, but they were the Trapp family. It's the Fritzels from Austria!
The next reading is from St. Paul's first letter to Jimmel Fixit.
Things you wouldn't hear at the Olympics.
The athletes will now go forward to receive their medals and complimentary prawn crackers.
And there is the Chinese coxless 4. It's a harsh punishment, but that's what happens if you lose a heat.
And look, there's Paula Radcliffe in a clown outfit holding a sparkler.
We can't find a national anthem to Togo. We're going to have to use the Benny Hill theme tune.
And that is a personal best. The first time I've managed to crack one off to the weightlifting.
Oh my God, things are really exciting here at the sailing.
And there goes the bell. Someone has stolen the bell.
Now, over to the Paralympics with Glenn Hoddle.
She's past 1, she's past 2. Paula Radcliffe is very ill indeed.
He medalled in Sydney, he medalled in Athens, and he's going to medal here unless someone catches him.
And coming up, your chance to watch teenagers in leotards without feeling bad.
To show you just how polluted this city is, the javelin has got stuck in the sky.
The leading British swimmer has had to pull out of the 400 metres freestyle because he couldn't find £1 for the locker.
Well, we should have done better in the shooting, and this young team from South Manchester know it.
And anyone who thinks that this opening ceremony is amazing has never been to Blackpool on ecstasy.
Okay, the next topic is lines you wouldn't hear in a war film.
We've managed to crack the Germans' code. Turns out they were sending messages in German.
Why are we speaking English?
I'm afraid we can't afford goggles. So what we're going to have to do, we're all going to have to go like this.
Terribly sorry, Sergeant. It's just that when you said let's all band together and take Jerry from behind...
OK, chaps, here's the strategy for escaping from the prisoner of war camp. We sit it out till the end of the war.
I can't feel my legs! That's because your arms have been blown off.
I'm saving Private Ryan. Money on his car insurance.
Is anyone else embarrassed that we've all turned up in the same outfit?
There's only one way to settle this war, through the medium of dance.
Don't worry, Tommy. I'll make sure she gets it. It's chlamydia, isn't it?
You've each been selected for this mission because you're unknown to the enemy and you each have a special skill. Professor Hawking, John Leslie, Phil Neville, the Wu-Tang Clan, Usher, the Sugar Puffs Monster, and Daniel Day-Lewis. Welcome to Operation Mindfuck!
Questions that were rejected from this year's exams.
If the answer is 9, what is the question?
When you finish this exam, please will you turn your paper over and mark it.
Using Darwin's theory of evolution, explain Boris Johnson.
Vladimir has 10,000 tanks and you have 3. Why would you start a war? Discuss.
By the year 2015, the population of the Earth will have increased by 20%. How do we find Kerry Katona and stop her?
Complete the following sequence. 16, 35, 24, 8, 9. Now open the safe, grab the stuff and get in the getaway car.
If an object is travelling at 750 miles an hour, encounters resistance and slows to 0, for how many months will Richard Hammond have to wear nappies?
On the diagram below, show on the body where you like to be touched.
Describe Uranus without telling your parents.
Amy is 16. At least she said she was. How much trouble are you in?
Complete this crop rotation. Wheat, fallow, rock festival, BNP rally.
If everybody in Class A is called Tom, Thomas or Tommy, and every second boy in Class B is called Tim, Timothy or Timmy, what the fuck is going on?
OK, the next topic is lines you wouldn't hear in a costume drama.
Henry chewed her. But why did he chew her?
The Zulus have us surrounded, sir. They're standing on the horizon waving their spears. Wait a minute. Those aren't spears.
Mr. Darcy, I do believe you've poked me on Facebook.
So, King Henry, I'm your 5th wife. Hang on, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, but... oh, shit.
And for the latest news from the big house, tune in to Pride and Prejudice Extra, starting now on BBC 3.
Next, Pride and Extreme Prejudice, where Elizabeth is surprised to hear Mr. Darcy's views on queers and Jews.
You think wearing this bustle makes my arse look big?
Let me read the signal from the Victory. Are you paying too much for your car insurance?
I worked for the Duke of Wellington when he invented the Wellington boot, and the Earl of Sandwich when he invented the sandwich. But I suppose my happiest time was working for Lord Strap-on.
My liege, your desire to marry again will split the church. Does it have to be a gay Nigerian?
Ah, the Duke. My daughter has been itching to meet you. Chlamydia!
Unlikely greetings cards.
Congratulations, you're 18 on a list of 20 people I'm going to kill.
My heart goes out in sympathy. I know your life is torn. I can't believe your dear, sweet mum caught you watching all that porn.
Congratulations on conquering your drug and alcohol dependency. We're having a party to celebrate, but you can't come.
I know you're green. I've done my bit. This card is made of recycled shit.
Get well soon. P.S. I know it's terminal, but they didn't have a card for that.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm locked up in Broadmoor and thinking of you.
Thinking of you at this difficult time has given me an erection.
You're moving! We've repossessed your house.
Congratulations on passing your test. You have HIV.
Okay. The next topic is things you didn't hear at the Olympics.
I am the little girl from the opening ceremony. This is my real voice.
That gymnast is so supple. If my wife could do that, we'd still be together.
Next, the rhythmic gymnastics. You might want to start beating out your own rhythm at home.
That English track team is awesome!
And it's gold for Ireland!
Well, that'll be low marks for synchronicity, but high marks for execution. Clean shot to the head, backwards off the board, pool full of blood, magnificent.
Next, over to Gabby Logan, who's going to tell us whether or not she's a transvestite.
And it...
Go on, go again, man, go again. Do it.
And there's fuck all for Ireland!
No, I'm not letting you off for the last Ireland joke. You're not getting on again for the rest of the show. You are not doing another one for the rest of the show, all right?
You've just been
Oh, let's look at the clock. It's more interesting than the show jumping.
The one thing we're all thinking during the Olympics, doesn't Claire Balding look like Eddie Izzard?
Nobody can touch this Russian gymnast except their coach and their uncle.
And here comes...
Hugh Dennis.
Well, what a morning. We've got medals in the Yingling, Tiddly and Po.
Chinese athlete with number 36 in his chest. That means he's a chicken chow mein.
And here...
And the French have 4 faults. Their language, their food, their underarm hair, and the fact that they are French.
A surprise in the canoeing, where the British athlete has gone missing.
It was after I heard the buzzer. that I realised there was one thing I hadn't heard at the Olympics, right, was fuck it.
Lines you wouldn't hear in a sci-fi film.
We've discovered an alien queen, and she's laid enough eggs to take over the galaxy. This writing, it says, Katona.
I am C-3PO. This is my cousin, WD-40.
All right, Chewie, you look different after that back sack and crack wax.
My name is Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is my brother, Oh Be Careful, my sister, Oh Behave, and my dog, Oh Be a Sport.
Use the Force, Luke. I've run out of lubricant.
Yeah, that's right. We aliens have learnt your language by listening to your radio broadcasts.
The androids are going berserk, Captain. Let's try switching them off and then on again.
Stardate 2171.6. Captain's log. Still won't flush. I'll try again later.
Vader, you look like a big black dildo.
Captain, I've been repeatedly firing this laser at that alien, but all I've managed to do is improve its eyesight and give it a Brazilian.
It's not easy being a Vulcan, Captain. Due to my death grip, I can't masturbate.
Had that hairball in there for years.
You're loving Chewie.
I need to break into the Death Star's computer system. Who knows Darth Maul's mother's maiden name?
Captain, the ethereal sounds being made by this beautiful dying creature from another world is some funky shit.
Okay, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear on the radio.
In that episode of the Hugh Dennis story, Hugh Dennis was played by Bruce Willis, Steve Punt was played by Hugh Dennis, and the band was Shawaddy Waddy.
You touch my turnips and I'll fuck you up.
And now for a travel update. There is an accident on the M1. It's a good one, so hurry up. There's flames and everything.
Next, a book at bedtime. Martin Jarvis reads the speeches of Hitler in a high-pitched girl's voice.
Good afternoon, this is Radio 4 and I have a regional accent.
Next on Radio 4, the dogging forecast.
Here on Traffic Watch, we're predicting long delays on the M4, where I'm about to hit my ex-wife's car with this helicopter.
And now it's the panel show where our panel try to stave off premature ejaculation. Yes, it's just a minute.
Good morning, this is Breakfast with Tony Blackburn. I'm not actually on the radio, I've broken into your kitchen. Do you want toast?
Next, more lesbian propaganda with Woman's Hour.
Well, you've certainly stumped the Gardener's Question Time panel. None of us know how to bring a fox to orgasm.
You're listening to Heart FM. The same 5 songs all day long.
6 a.m. Welcome to the breakfast show. Who's up at 6 a.m? My wife's leaving me. My dad didn't get up at 6 a.m. and he was a fucking minor.
Unlikely small ads.
Did you see a hit and run in the Cromwell Road on Tuesday night? Please get in touch, because I'm keen to silence any witnesses.
Parents, worried about unruly teenagers ruining your house? You need my book, My House, My Rules, by Joseph Fritzl.
Please get in touch. Our eyes met yesterday. You were the blonde undressing in the bedroom. I was the man lurking in your garden.
Legs, bums and tums, wanted by cannibal.
Slightly used condoms for sale. No weirdos.
Are you an alcoholic? There's a sale on at Oddbins.
House prices falling, debts rising, feel like you can't quite cope. Pull yourself together!
Gardening done. Think I'll put my feet up now.
Are you looking for a plumber who'll do a good job at a reasonable price? You've got no chance.
Anger management CDs for sale. Don't ring before noon.
Are you struggling to get out of the bath? It's pretty much game over for you then.
The next topic is unlikely things to hear on Question Time.
Allow me to answer your question with a question. Why don't you fuck off?
I'm going to take a question from a black man without mentioning that he's black. The man in the red jumper, please.
Do I believe the economy's in recession? Well, I believe it was Churchill who said, "Oh, yeah."
David Dimbleby, you haven't answered a question all night. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
A good question there. Is the BBC dumbing down? What do you think, Barry Chuckle?
Yes, my question is for Delilah. Why?
Welcome to Question Time, coming to you this week live from Spearmint Rhino.
Question time. Tonight we're in Norwich. Let's say hello to the audience. Look, men from Magic Picture Box. Go speaky, speaky.
Is the wrong answer, Charles Clark. Take off an item of clothing.
So, good question. Gordon Brown, why don't you shove your tax increases up your arse?
If your dog isn't here, Mr. Blunkett, who's sniffing my balls?
I have a question for Boris Johnson. Do you know where you are?
Is Britain becoming more misogynist? Let's ask this bitch.
Things you wouldn't hear in a travel documentary.
This man lives under a sheet of tarpaulin and has to walk for 3 hours every morning just to get a drink of muddy water. Nonetheless, he is happy to be Mayor of Dundee.
This week, I shall be travelling to the Middle East, to Africa, to Asia. But if I still can't find my luggage, I'll return to Terminal 5.
It's amazing to think that I'm the first white face these people have ever seen. And the last.
The squawk of parrots, parakeets and toucans has kept me awake all bloody night.
I'm surviving here on nuts and berries. That's the trouble with a documentary funded by Channel 5.
On our third day of filming, an incredible discovery. Hippos are just men in costumes.
So, I, Sir Jimmy, I'm in the Gobi Desert looking for water. Unfortunately, I have found this wadi.
Shit.
Come on, we're not Rod Gilbert. This week we're looking at holidays in Gatwick, because apparently you need a passport to go to Honolulu.
Prostitution is rife on the streets of Bangkok, so it really pays to shop around for a bargain.
Don't make the mistake I made. Nudists aren't welcome on every beach. Or at the local schools.
I'm outside the Taj Mahal. In my opinion, the most beautiful, the most striking, the most awe-inspiring curry house on the Edgware Road.
Can you see the lions and the tigers and the crocodiles? Yes? Good. I cannot, because I am here in Peckham.
After an arduous 3-day bus journey, we finally reached the place Ryanair said we were flying to.
The next topic is unlikely lines from a TV detective show.
I cut myself on a glass in your bar. I'd throw that away if I were you. Because I'm Kachalski, the HIV-positive detective.
It was simple. I just Googled who'd done it.
Fingerprints? I like his music, but that's a bit much.
Miss Marple, we've got no evidence, no forensic stuff, nothing. We don't know what's going on. Don't worry, just pin it on the black guy.
So, all the suspects are linked. Thomas knows Mallinson, Mallinson knows the victim, and they all live in the flat. But what do I know? I'm only the window cleaner.
So what can we tell from these bite marks on the breasts? We can tell that I shouldn't be left alone with a body.
To be honest, Watson, I couldn't care. I'm coked off my tits.
If you think it is murder on the Orient Express, you should try the shuttle between Glasgow and Edinburgh on Saturday night.
Where has Inspector Frost gone? I saw him only a moment ago, leaning on the hatch of that wine bar counter over there.
Sure, so there's shit going down in the high rise. That's what you get with crack and blow. But I ain't going to answer no more of your questions, Miss Marple.
Michael Jackson, we've been questioning you for days. And this is your defence? You blame it on the boogie?
Well, he's got the profile of a killer, see?
The end of that round, the points go to Frankie, Hugh and Adam.